Hey guys, this is App Reviewer. Today we'll be taking a look at the new Commuter Series case for the 4th generation iPod Touch, and this comes from Otterbox. This is the second best protection-wise case that they offer, the Defender being the best, and it retails for $34. And let's just take a look at what it comes. It has a impact-absorbing silicone layer. It has a high-impact polycarbonate layer. Comes with port and button covers built in, and also features a screen protector kit. So let's pull this out of the packaging. And I'd like to thank Danny Taylor over there for setting up this case for review. And it does retail for about $35, and it comes in a variety of colors. And you can check those all out on their website, www.otterbox.com. So, as you can see, the blue that we have right here is actually the plastic polycarbonate spine. This is pretty flexible, but it allows you to mold it right on top of the silicone, and it provides some nice scratch and impact protection. And here's a silicone layer, which has some shock absorption within it. And you do see it has some nice grip ridges right on the side, and this is actually where the polycarbonate spine will just fill in. So let's take out the screen kit from inside and see what it comes with. Open this up, and within that you get an installation card, a squeegee, and a crystal clear screen protector. So now I'm going to take a look at the case and the two pieces themselves. So the first layer, this white, is a thin silicone membrane that features these reinforced corners right here. It has nice button coverings for the top, the side, and it has a separate camera cutout for the microphone and the camera itself. It does feature a cutout for the Apple logo, which is a negative that I believe, but we'll take a look at that later. And it has these built-in covers right at the bottom. The plastic spine is just a simple spine that has a cutout for the Apple logo, the camera, and one large cutout at the bottom, and it says Otterbox right there, and it features a nice soft finish. So let's get this on the iPod now. Now, one of the problems that I've noticed is, as you guys can see, I do have a full body skin on this, and the reason why I haven't been using this case that often, I've had it for a couple of days now, is because it's impossible to get on with this full body skin. So I wish I had a naked iPod at my disposal, but I don't. It will fit with a full body skin, but it's so tight that it'll literally take me 10 or 15 minutes to get it on right now, so I might not even show you the process. But essentially, you will put it in to the silicone case, just like this, wrap it up top, make sure all the coverings are in. So as you can see, right before we put on the polycarbonate spine, you do have a cutout for the FaceTime camera and for your ambient light sensor. You do have coverage all over the screen, which is great, nicely on the table design. You have a button covering that's super responsive, and then the cutouts at the bottom are pretty nice as well. They fit right into their individual plugs. You do have a nice cutout there for the speaker. That's the Apple logo. That's the camera. As you can see, it's separated, but it just leaves a nice little space there for everything. And then you do have those button coverings right here. So I'm actually going to stop this right now, and I'm just going to try to put on the plastic spine, and I'll be back with you guys in a sec. So the problem with installing the case is a tight fit. Because of the tight fit that it holds, when you do have a back shield coupled with a screen protector, that adds a little bit of bulk, and so it adds a little bit to the tightness, so it makes it even harder to get on. The screen shield by itself is just fine, so if you do have a back protector, you can still pick up this case, although it's going to be pretty hard to get it on. So, like I said, basically you put on the silicone layer and just go through the bottom and work yourself up with the plastic spine. If you'd like to check out a video of a naked iPod Touch, make sure to check out Mr. Crazy 1870's video. He shows you how easy it is to install it with a naked iPod. So now let's take a look at all the cutouts and all the ports. At the bottom, like I said, you do have these little coverings for the 30-pin dock connector and the headphone jack. These work just fine. As you can see, these actually dig in there and cover it really nicely. You do have a nice little cutout there for the speaker, lets the sound out, and if you just cover it, everything, it's nice and flush, and it fits just fine. I really like this right here. They've done it pretty well. At the back, you do have a nice cutout for the Apple logo. Now, I have mixed feelings about this because, one, it does look real nice. As you can see some of the chrome there as well as the Apple logo, but the problem is I get a lot of dust in there. Every time I take out the case, I have a little ring of dust and debris, and it doesn't really bother me because I do have a back screen shield, so that does not scratch or anything. It just looks a little dirty, and if you were to have a naked iPod, then that might really scratch up your Apple logo or anything around that. The camera cutout is actually pretty nice. As you can see, it has a separate cutout for the microphone and for the camera, and I've had no trouble taking pictures. On the side, You do have this little grip texture, which helps you hold onto the iPod really nicely, which is always great. You don't want silicone that's pretty slippery. And you do have some rubber coverings for the up and down button for the volume, and this works just fine. It's super responsive, like it a lot. The power button is the same, works really nicely. You get a nice feedback, nice click response. At the front you do have a covering for the home button. It's pretty thin, so it just works like a normal home button. Doesn't even feel like it's there. And right here you do have two cutouts. One is for the FaceTime camera, and I've had no trouble with that. It's a perfect cutout all around. And the other one is for the ambient light sensor, and that works just fine. Now this case does feature nicely on the table design all around, which I love. You can put your iPod face down without any difficulty. But one thing that I've noticed, this white silicone in particular gets really dirty and is prone to getting lint and dust. And I have seen some yellowing of it. So if you do want to avoid that, might want to pick up a dark case such as the black on black or the black on gray. Also, this little covering all around here sometimes interferes with you, and the silicone on the sides is a little bit flexible. On the commuter case for the iPhone, the plastic spine actually extended outwards to the sides, which actually prevented the flexing of the silicone like it does right here at the bottom and at the top. But overall, at $35 with the screen share that it comes with, I think it's a terrific case. You might want to pick one of these up if you don't want to add too much bulk to your iPod, as you can see right there, but you do want maximum protection. So other than that, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos. Remember to check us out over at johnsiphone.com and check them out at www.otterbox.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned for more.